So I want to take you through my journey before Centonomy and after. So we together with my husband, we used to have a wines and spirits from 2013 to 2015. So in 2014, we opened a branch in Cabernet. So we were all excited. We used to go there twice a week, and the rest of the weeks we were in Nakuru. So in 2015, I don't know if you remember, there was a crackdown for wines and spirits, an order from the president. Yes. we hadn't foreseen that, so we were all excited doing our business here, and having two wines and spirits. Wines and spirits had money, and then we didn't have a family. We were still young. We used to live in Milimani, of course. And then we decided, when we used to go to Cabernet, we saw there was no a wine gallery. It was just the kawaida hard stuff. And the Cabernet became the headquarters of Baringo, so there were different classes coming in, and nobody, when they used to come to our shop to buy a good drink, they call it a good drink. We didn't have that, so we decided to open a wine gallery. We got a good shop, a big one, almost this size, and we started pimping it up. Good tiles, shelving, and then kidogo, we got a call. I think I was pregnant then, so they called my husband. Around 6 a.m. Alex, by the watchman, duka imevunjwa. I was like, nanani? Si MP hapa na watu wamejaa lori mbili. Wow, that was a bomb for us. So it really shook us, and something enye haiko mumefikiria, because all your money was there. Not even money, the stocks was money then. And the store it was a shelf, counter, mbele, and then there was the store behind. So yes, nini imechukuliwa. Wamevunja kila kitu, itabidi mkuje muone. Wow. So we left Cabernet. By then we were in Cabernet. We came back. We saw the damage. It was worth a lot. It was worth a lot. He took us behind. So a week later, when we said, okay, it's okay, we'll continue with the one in Cabernet. We got a letter when we were busy organizing our shelves and nini from the county. You're not supposed to open a wines and spirits in this street. Those were 2 blows. We looked at each other, we thought, now what? So the good thing is, when you used to go for a visit to the other shop in Cabernet, you enter a supermarket, you couldn't get anything. It was kawaida, ni super loaf, ama toasty. When you want to buy water, it was 1. When you want to buy mafuta, it was only golden fry. They didn't have that variety like you see we have in towns. The way we have supermarkets, a variety. You want to buy a cooking oil, there are varieties over 6. Cabernet didn't have that. So our light again shone. Now we saw kuna hope hapa. We converted immediately to a supermarket. And that's how we bought our supermarket in Cabernet. So we went on with our life. It was good. It went well, because the advantage we had is because the people who were there, the ones who were running the supermarkets in Cabernet, they were old school, if I may call them that, sorry. They didn't know what it meant by variety. Kawaida too, they'd have the normal things in the shop. So for us, we were young then. We knew how we could get networks, and so that we get our supplies. We had built up our what we called it. We have built up our name, if I may call, from the bank. So when we go to the bank and ask them, this is what we had, this is what we want to do, of course they'll make an appointment and sit and listen. So that's what they did. We took a loan to boost, because we had lost a bit. We took a loan to boost our business. So after 2 years, we expanded. Our business was doing well. We were there. We were the ones who were opening the shop every day in the morning. We were the ones who were doing the banking, kawaida. We were the ones who were making orders, kawaida. We were the ones who were receiving the orders. We were the ones who were writing the check to the suppliers. We were basically the supermarket. If he's not there, I'll be there. If I'm not there, he'll be there. I remember even holidays, going for holidays was really tough because you have to be in the supermarket. So I'd go with the kids. We have 2 sons, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. He'd come and join us the last day because he has to be in the shop. What actually introduced us to Centonomy, my sister-in-law, she lives in Nairobi. We used to see her, she's thriving. She used to tell us, Centonomy, Centonomy. Now we are wondering, in Cabernet, there's no Centonomy. In Nakuru, to just get Centonomy. So where will we live in Nairobi as we attend the class and we'll watch the shop? Because basically we are the supermarket. Now we'll have to close it for that long to go, 12 weeks to go and attend Centonomy and come back. I think it went on like that. We kept on postponing, planning on how we can come and join Centonomy until one day my husband, he saw it on social media, there's Centonomy Nakuru. Wow, we were so happy. So what he did, immediately called. We came for the first class. It was awesome. We wrote the check immediately. Of course, you work with the check. Since we are the ones writing and giving out, we had our check in the handbag. So we wrote the check. We started the class. The class is so awesome, guys. You see, from the beginning, I remember the first class, Sheba. She told us, when you go back, you go and call your customers, all of them. Call the ones who you've not seen them for a while. And then you're thinking, utatoa happy customer supermarket. How will you even know their numbers for sure? Is it realistic? So that's what we did actually. We went on Monday, that's what we did. Somehow you just find their numbers. And when you call a customer, they're so excited. Who is this? Wow. You remember me, you know me. And you know, they're so happy. Some they tell you, oh, we moved to, we got a transfer. Some said we built on the other side of the town so we cannot come. So you try to talk to them, we have a parking, we'll reserve one for you. They get excited, they come back. And we created something called meet and greet customers because we no longer now, in the structure class, we no longer do those ones. We had a structure, we built up a structure. We now have an accountant. We have a store person who's going to receive, and we have somebody who's writing a check. So what we do now is just, we are the vision. We sit down, but we are not yet there like bankers where, have you ever entered into a bank manager's office? What do you see in that? Supermarket is about Leah and Alex. But now we see it as a brand on its own. And it is really, really growing well. We really thank Centonomy because it really opened our eyes on that. And then the other topic, the personal finance. You see, we never paid ourselves. Why lie? You see, Wongo. But now, you know what we did? We sat down, we saw our budget, we saw our balance sheet, and we determine how you're going to pay ourselves. We pay ourselves on the 15th. We are very lucky. The directors, we pay ourselves on the 15th and the rest on the 26th. So we we really have a financial plan for our lives. The way he said he has 3 daughters and he'd like them to go to university. We have 2 and we'd like them to go to a university the same way. So we have our vision, we have our goals, we have our plans on how to do it. It's really amazing, guys. And it's open for those who are in business, for those who are yet to think of going to a business, for those who are in college already, because they teach you so much about how to go about it and to save that 150 bob. I remember for us, when we come to Nakuru, we're excited about Java. So we would eat in Java and call our friends. You can imagine how much we live there. And then on Sunday, we have to bring the children. And it's not 3,000 we live there. Can you imagine? So that money, we learned how to put it aside and to save it for our future. We are yet to get there. We are yet to get there because it was only in April that we finished the class. But most of the things we've implemented, it's amazing. It's amazing. So I would urge all of you, if you can take up, because it's only Saturdays. We do on Saturdays for about 5 hours, and you have the whole week to implement. That is around 170 hours or 172 hours to implement on what you learned. It is really touching. And you see the alumni are already back again. I think they want more. You're very curious. If you don't, and the most interesting thing, if you don't understand the topic, you can always call the facilitator or email, or you come to the next class, they offer that subject. That is the best thing, until you get it. It is a process. It is not a one-day thing.